Today I fucked up by not being able to wipe the wife's butthole. Happened 2 weeks ago. So a few weeks ago my 29M wife, 28F, got into an accident and broke both her hands. She will have a full recovery, but for 3 months her hands need to be in these giant casts that make her look like she has clubs at the end of her arms. Obviously she can't use her fingers for the next few months, so I have been doing cooking, cleaning, changing her clothes, bathing her, brushing her teeth, and yes, wiping her butt after she goes number 2. Before the FU I would go to the kitchen while she uses the bathroom and come back to wipe her when she finishes and calls me over. However, during this one certain time the FU happened. I go to leave the bathroom after pulling her pants down and sitting her onto the toilet, but out of pure absent-minded dumbassery I must have turned the lock on the door before leaving. Close the door without thinking much of it and go wait in the kitchen so my wife can have her privacy as she does her business. Soon enough I hear her say she's done and calls me over. I walk to the bathroom door and it's locked. Panic from both me and her. The door is too far for her to reach, and she wouldn't be able to unlock the door with her club hands anyway. I lost the key to the bathroom door a long time ago, so there's that. I ask my wife if I should run and bust the door down, to which she says no, and I doubt I'll be able to anyways. Pretty hefty door. So there we are, separated by a locked bathroom door and shit drying on her butt. As I was about to give up and call the fire department, I hear the doorknob rattle and click. Turn the knob and to my surprise it opens. I ask my wife how she was able to unlock the door, but I see for myself. She's managed to pick up the toilet scrubber between her 2 giant stumpy casts and must have used the bristles to unlock the door. Don't touch anything and just clean me up, she says. And that's when I realize the bathroom side of the door, and everything else the scrubber touched has to be covered in a nice layer of nasty toilety goodness. Let's be honest, how coordinated can you be with 2 casts instead of your fingers? That must have took her many clumsy tries and as a result touched every surface of the bathroom with the gross scrubber. And so after wiping her, cleaning her up, and pulling up her pants I tell her to go to the kitchen and I'll clean up the bathroom. Spend the next 40 minutes thoroughly bleaching, scrubbing, and shining the bathroom and trying not to think that all this could have been avoided if I didn't lock the door. Now, to avoid that situation happening again, I sit next to my wife while she uses the bathroom. She now shits holding my hand, and while she squeezes I rub her back encouragingly, probably to me, but oh well. Too long didn't read. Couldn't go wipe wifey's shit-covered butthole after she used the bathroom because I accidentally locked the door. Resulted in me having to clean out a toilet-scrubbed bathroom for 40 minutes. Note: no, a bidet won't help. Got one a couple years ago out of curiosity, but we both hated the feel of it. We aren't against butt stuff as we rim each other quite often, but water shooting up the feces-covered backside is no bueno. Also, even if we did use a bidet she wouldn't be able to turn the knobs anyways. I don't mind doing all the chores, I love her too much to care, and wiping her butt has really brought us closer. I think it's an overall win, but subtract the part where I locked the door. Edit: holy shit, this blew up. Also, thanks for the gold. So many of you recommended a bidet, but didn't read that we hate bidets. Thank you for your concern, but for the 2 us, wiping is still better than bidet, even considering our situation. Second, many people came at me for not being able to unlock a door / not sure how the lock works. Locking switch is on the bathroom side of the door, and I can lock it without the door being closed. Locking the door simply restricts the handle from moving, so I can close the door after locking it and the door would be stuck shut until unlocked from the inside. Our keyhole is very small, so I don't think a screwdriver would fit, and I don't know what the credit card method is, but I doubt that'll work with our lock. I tried using a bobby pin and paper clip to no avail. Third, we have a heavy oak door, so I'm positive it would be impossible to knock it down. Lastly, many of you are confused as to how we hold hands, with her hands being in club form. Holding hands right now is really just me holding her clubs, but it's the thought that counts. Edit 2, some of you are wondering what the accident was. He was riding her bike, downhill mountain biking, and the front wheel snagged on something and stopped spinning. Her and the bike flew forward and her hands slammed into a rock wall and got crushed between the rock and her body / bike. Also, rimming is only after shower times, And water up butt is fine if her in the shower, but it feels out of place if the rest of her body is dry and her butt is wet. Like wearing shoes while the rest of her body is naked. Edit 3, please read the edits. Edit 4, okay, so based on the sheer volume of pro bidet people with good reviews, my wife and I have discussed the possibility of getting another bidet. Apparently you can get ones that don't blast you with ice cold water. Interesting. Edit 5, I didn't know /r/today I fucked up uses bidets so religiously. Edit 6, many of you were confused with the use of the word squeeze. To clarify, squeeze doesn't mean her squeezing my hand, as it would be impossible considering she has club hands. Squeeze means her squeezing out a poo. Edit 7, yes, we clean our toilet brush. No, there isn't anything visible that gets smeared, but nobody likes the idea of something that's been in the toilet to be touching everything. If this isn't true love, I don't know what is. I read this to my husband. He said you better not break your hands. Watch the joke turn on him and he breaks his hands. Only for you to refuse to wipe his butt. Is this a bad time to mention that most indoor locks can be opened with a small screwdriver? Assuming the door opens into the bathroom and not out to the hallway, they're also ridiculously easy to open with a credit card. I want someone to love me as much as you love your wife, lol. A perfect example of for better or for worse from those marriage vows, thumbs up, and sitting next to her, holding her hand, and rubbing her back while she's doing her business. Part of me wants to think that would be a very awkward situation trying to take a shit like that, but also in a way it could be interpreted as some quality bonding time. :D. Great job, Boopin. Today I fucked up by eating mysterious chocolates from the fridge. This morning, I uncharacteristically slept in, and woke up at 8 AM to my fiancé and the two roommates hanging out over coffee, preparing for the day. On this rare occasion, everyone was scheduled to leave the house all at the same time except for myself. Everyone leaves and I start cleaning house, buzzing around, listening to music, and generally enjoying the time alone. I decide at one point to detail my car. It's around 1 PM, I'm supposed to be meeting my fiancé in just few hours, and have just enough time to thoroughly pamper my car. I run inside to grab a refreshing beverage, and spot a tasty chocolate snack in the fridge. Commence foo. I decide eating one of the two somewhat wonky looking chocolates that was nestled into the butter compartment in the fridge couldn't cause too much harm. I left one of them, plus, they look like maybe they were just a lost and sad chocolate forgotten in a pocket on a hot day. No one would miss them too much. I continue cleaning my car, and start getting ready to run to town and meet up with fiancé in just a little over an hour. I start noticing how lovely everything is and slowed my roll with detailing my car. Look out into the woods and start noticing that it seems like the trees are breathing. Colors are more vibrant than typical, and I just feel like laying down and enjoying my cozy bed for a minute. It's about then that I start questioning the mystery chocolate. I run upstairs to lay down for a quick minute. I pull my phone out to text fiancé about the chocolate, and notice that the letters of my keyboard are wiggling and wandering around on the screen. Text the fiancé to find out what they were. Hey babe, what are these chocolates in the fridge? Huh? Did I just dose myself with something? Oh no, did you eat both of them? You just ate an 1/8 of shrooms, get comfortable. Luckily, they weren't as strong as I expected, but still spent the greater portion of a day wandering around the house admiring various different aspects of life and reality. Too long didn't read, left alone at home on rare occasion, ate mysterious chocolate from the fridge and ended up dosing myself with mushroom chocolates. Edit, to clarify, my fiancé and I have a private fridge and share food. He doesn't normally load it with laced edibles, especially without warning me. It was an honest mistake on both parts. Edit 2, they really didn't have any shroom flavor to them. There was a slight spicy taste, which is what I suspect masked the flavor. There was a split second when I was reading the title where I thought you were going to a bag of turds from the fridge. Why would I think that, you may ask? I don't fully know myself. Do you normally do drugs, or was it a completely new experience? I'd like to think Op is at least semi-familiar with the sensation. I feel like somebody who has never done drugs would have more of a reaction to the situation. I like the way that you consider 8 AM to be late waking up. I'm currently in bed and it's 11:30. Oh, man. I wish the people who made the shroom chocolates I ate back in the day knew how to mask the mushroom flavor the way your chocolatiers apparently do. I remember that taste all too well. Bleh. I personally like to put my shrooms in a McDonald's McDouble. Completely gets rid of the taste emo. This man talking about sleeping in and waking up at 8 AM, smiley face. Today I fucked up by using a forbidden word at work. So I work in childcare and it was everyone's first day back after a 3-day weekend. All the kids were kinda going nuts, as per usual, so when I was on my lunch break I was chatting to my coworker and here's where I fucked up. So in an attempt to be #cool and #relatable I said haha, the kids today seem to have a lot of pent up naughty energy from the long weekend. Now my center has a pretty strict positive language policy in front of kids which is chill whatever, but I didn't know that this specific coworker believes in exclusively positive language even when there's no kids around. So this coworker says very loudly, oh no, we can't say the N-word, meaning naughty but fuck man, which obviously gained the attention of everyone else in the lunchroom, so noticing that everyone was staring at her, she blurts out Olu said the N-word, which obviously incited shocked gasps from my coworkers. Me, bright red and sweating, couldn't say fast enough naughty. I said naughty, I'm sorry. This point my naive coworker had caught on and burst out laughing at my visible pain. It all ended in a laugh, but fuck me, my life flashed before my eyes in that moment. TL Drive said the word naughty at work and my coworker shortened it to N-word in front of everyone in the staff room. I worked at an after-school program for elementary kids, literally rolling around on the ground punching each other. That is very unexpected behavior. Seriously though, like a kid was kicking the shit out of my legs the other day and I just had to say that doesn't make me feel very happy. Do they also make you refer to any type of problem as an opportunity for growth and development? Ridiculous. Don't say the P word. This sounds like the stupidest policy ever. It's one thing to try to encourage kids, it's another thing to never say anything negative. Don't say the N-word. This is why I work with animals. You can call them anything you want as long as you say it in a happy voice. High-pitched, smiling, you're such a little fuckhead, aren't you buddy? Please stop fucking biting me, you little shit. Puppies really test your patience, but it helps to be able to cuss at them. Dog groomer. I feel you so hard. I work in a doggy daycare and crack myself up verbally abusing the dogs. Even the ones I like, they're all little fuckers. Saying naughty is perfectly acceptable. Ratting out a coworker over something minor is not. Is not considered another N-word by this dickhead?